Hey, what is going on? I'm Kareem with Simply Exist. Be the best manifestation of yourself. And let's explore this crazy thing we call reality. Now, how do you do that? What if I told you, based on my other video, the Akashic Records, that you could change what we perceive to be called the past? And I'm probably going to say, well, that doesn't make any sense. The past already happened. How can I change it? Or that seems far-fetched. I always used to think that. When I got into manifestation, I'm like, okay, you can make some money. You can, make a couple dollars come for you. But, other than that, that's about it. Okay, maybe you can help some health-related stuff get a little bit better. Okay, maybe you can improve relationships, whether that be romantic, family, things like that, or create new ones. Great. But when I heard things like, changing, what's going to happen in the future or the past, which I'm putting in quotation marks, I'll elaborate on why in a second, that's just crazy. And most people would say yes. But here's really how I look at it. Time is not linear. We observe it in a linear fashion, but as Alan Watts would say, if you try to think of the past or the future, you're doing it now. It's a profound realization I got when I was listening to his lectures on Taoism. But really, all that exists is now. There is not this happened, the past and the future are happening essentially at the same time. Time's not linear, and the way we observe time, the way we calculate it, is a construct. Now, how do you prove that? Well, here's what you do. If you had an event that was bad in the short term, like you had just a rough day at work, someone yelled at you, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, got mad at you, then you go back right before you're about to go to sleep, or when you're in a hemisync state or a chill state, listen to those binaural beats, and you go ahead and you revise that. You think from a perspective of, or you imagine, better yet, from a perspective of, how would it have gone differently? What would I want to happen? And then you imagine that scene going the way you want. And then you can do this for long-term stuff too that happened. And then what will happen is, as you're going along, you'll see a different conclusion. So what I really say is, when it comes to the Akashic Records, what you're doing is rewriting. There are files been created. That's the event that happened. It's in the Akashic Records. Going back to the Akashic Records, which is a memory of something, an event, and then rewriting it. And by rewriting it, it changes the course of what will happen. So if, let's say you through a traffic stop, they give you a ticket, you're freaking out. Then you, right before you're about to go to sleep, go, oh, I actually didn't go through that. And, I stopped there and it was all good. Then maybe you get a call from whatever office that says, hey, the traffic ticket was, expunged or whatever. You don't have to pay them out. And that's the simple idea of it. Rewriting the quote-unquote past event in the Akashic Records. That's what revision is to me. I'd love to know your opinion. Drop it in the comments. This is Kareem with Simply Exist. Be the best imagination of yourself.